Okay, guys, we're on the freeway. It's Tuesday morning. Usually, I don't do homeowners work, but this lady got my phone number off my van at a Home Depot, and she asked, about 10 months ago if I would come over and put some new light fixtures on her exterior of the house. And we did. She waited. I told her she'd have to be patient because I got management companies I have to tend to first, but when I got a space, I would do it. And she was patient. She waited, and I did the work. Well, she called me, and she said that she has one door that's sticking, and her barbecue igniter that ignites the barbecue went out, and she ordered another one. And I believe she had one more item. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, we told her the same thing, that we would get to her as soon as we could, and the time never came. So I finally, because she's always been so patient, I decided to make time for her today. So I really should be over at one of those vacancies. I just received 3 vacancies that I have to walk through and give a repair list for. Not so much estimates, but they know my pricing because I've been working for them for years. They know basically how it's going to look. But when it comes to the invoice. So anyway, I should be there and a couple other places, and I got a Saturday, that estimate that I went to on Saturday. We got that job, so I'm gonna probably go there tomorrow. But with that being said, I'm gonna go make this as fast as possible, and then I've got a electrical job from one of the management companies. The guy says he can't reset a breaker, so we're gonna go look at that. And then I got a phone call from a guy who has apartment buildings, and he got my name in one of the magazines, one of the 3 magazines, and asked that if I could come to his own personal place, his own home, to fix a garage pedestrian door on the side of his garage. It's rubbing on the bottom. So I figured, well, I normally don't do, homes that are, by the public, but I do. He does have apartment buildings. So, and he made that clear because he got my phone number not off my truck, but off one of those magazines, which means if he's getting that magazine, he's got property. So we're gonna go take care of him as well. That's potential. That's a potential customer for Income Properties, and because that's what we're basically in. We're in the niche of income properties. That's our thing, because when you do just homeowners, you may see a homeowner maybe once a year, once every 3 years, who knows. But apartment management companies, yes, there are the down parts of it, but the up part of it is that the work is steady, and you get yourself into 3 or 4 of those, you'll be busy for the rest of your life. They'll have you working Monday through Sunday, if you let them. But with that being said, a lot of these guys, I don't see my invoice for 30 to 45 days, maybe 50, sometimes 2 months. I have like a couple invoices that are 60 days or more. I think I have one that's 90 days because these people that have these income properties leave the country quite a bit, and they're on vacation, or they won't be back, or whatever. But I've never not got my money, never, through these because some of these management companies have trust accounts where they pay me directly out of their trust account that they have for that person. And then other management companies don't do trust accounts. They actually forward my invoice to that person, and then when they get around to it, they send me a payment. And then if I get somebody too slow, I just tell them, hey, get my money from these people. That way I can continue to service them, because what's going to happen is one day they're going to need something, they're going to need it fast, and their bill's not paid, you know, you'll have to pass it on to somebody else, because why would I want to work for somebody that's not going to pay? I don't have to say that much. Usually I get the money. Anyway, with that being said, with that being said, we're going to head over to this job and get it done.
Solutions.
Hey guys, we got this door here that I was telling you about, and it's rubbing on the bottom. There's no seal under it or anything. It looks like it just swelled up, if you can see down here. So Vinny's getting his sawhorses. He's getting his... we have no intentions on cutting the bottom of this door, because then you'll end up with this big gap. I mean, you can tell how tight it is right there. What we'll do is we'll probably just take a sander with a very aggressive pad on it and sand it where it's needed, and then try it out. If it needs more, we'll be taking this door on and off until we get it right, because the last thing I'm going to do is leave them with some big ass gap. So it's just not going to happen. So that's the problem on this. And then over here they've got a barbecue, and they bought some stuff, but they thought this was supposed to click, and it's broken. They thought it was broken, but see, on the ones that click, snap, those don't require batteries. They have some sort of electrical thing in there that generates a spark. This one doesn't snap. It doesn't click, and that, I think, is a battery. I think there might be a battery in there that's bad, and they don't even have a bad starter. It's probably just a bad battery. And then their linen closet, which I won't take you over there now, has a closer, you know, those for cabinet linen closets and doors, those two little rollers with a clip like that, that's bad. So we're gonna take a look at that. You can see here, guys, you've got space under there. It's just there where the door is swollen. Hopefully we can put some kills on it. Okay, she brought out the there it is. She brought out the manual, and there's the battery right there. So it's a AA. So do you have a AA battery?
I do, yes.
Okay, so how does that cap? We'll read this. Leave this here. I'll read how the cap. I don't want to just be pulling on it, but I'll figure out how. If you can get me a AA battery, we'll see if we can resolve that. All right, guys. Vinny's gonna try to just, unscrew it or what? Yeah. It says unscrew. We don't want to be pulling on it, guys, and break their shit. There's the battery. Take that battery out. Okay, let's try it. Let's move this away from the wall. If I go here, right where it says ignite, see that lightning bolt? There it is. Now if I go over here to the lightning bolt, see? You've got to put it on the lightning bolt. This is past your pay grade, Vinny. See? Got to put it on the lightning bolt. Okay, I'll show her how to do that after. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and pull the hinges off with the pins and get that done. We'll get it on the sawhorse over there with towels. Okay guys, we got the door off. I didn't want to videotape that because we had to handle the door plus this. Basically, we're just going to take a planer and plane it this way to about right here, and then we're going to sand her and see if she fits, because we don't want to give her a big ass gap, because she's already got a gap here about this much. So I can see where the door goes here and then it drops off and goes that way. So I'm just gonna do this one because I want to make sure that we don't, because if you plane, whenever you planing these doors edgewise, you got to start on this side and start on this side. If you go and you start on this side and you follow all the way through, your planer will rip out splinters like this. Or if I come in on this end and I go to here, the planer will rip out splinters right there. So if you're going to plane the bottom of this, start on this side, go halfway, start on this side, go the other half, and then sand it up to even it up, whatever you got to do. Okay, I'm gonna do the planing on this particular job. He can learn on something else. This, is a homeowner's door, and he's planed before, but on rough planing. This here, we got to be careful. So here, you want to take the camera? I don't know how much this is going to take off, but we'll see. We know we need a little bit. I'm probably just going to go to about right here. Let's see. Could you possibly put, I'm going to push this way. Could you possibly put your leg against there? That way if I push like in a triangle, yeah. Because I'm going to go like this. I just don't want the door sliding on me. I can tell I'm hardly taking none off because I can see where it's been rubbing right here. I'm going to give it a little bit more. So let's see here. And on this here, to make it more, I forget which way you turn it. So if I turn it this, oh, that's all. No wonder you got it all the way to the bottom. Now I'm starting to get some of the rub off. I can see it. I would say let's test it.
Don't set it on my blade.
No, I set it upside down like this time. Alright, let's sand, we're going to sand it a little bit on top of the planer. Okay guys, we're going to put this door back up and see how she fits. Okay guys, we got it on the first try. Look at this. It goes all the way back. Because you don't want a big gap. And not only that, let's see. Open it for me, Vinny, slowly. One more time. I can still see daylight. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, what we'll do now, let's see. Did you get your primer? We're going to primer the bottom. Okay, guys, we're going to take this door off one more time. And Vinny's going to primer the bottom. We love this stuff right here. This is the best stuff. We're going to get that primered, and then we're going to go work on our linen closet and then get that door back up. Vinny got the try. We didn't let the primer dry too much. He got a little bit on the thing, but we wiped it clean. Alright guys, we took care of our linen closet. We couldn't video in there. Not only that, we're late to our second job. We're headed to Huntington Beach to that breaker job, that electrical job. So when we get there, we'll get some video for you. Okay guys, we're here. Beautiful house, man, right by the water. Alright, you got the bag, Vinny? Alright, I'll shut the door. Alright guys, we're gonna get in here and see what's going on. Yeah, okay guys, here's this panel. It's right by the ocean, man. It looks bad. But look guys, yeah, you guys are going, well, that needs a panel change. I can't just fucking change panels. You know, it's a $5,000-$6,000 job sometimes, and you know, permits and all that. The owner just wants it fixed. If I don't see anything in there dangerous that prevents me or stops me for just replacing a breaker if it's bad, I just got to move forward with the breaker, no matter how bad it looks. As long as there's nothing on the inside that's dangerous, you know, they'll fire me. They'll get rid of me, and they'll have the next guy here. And but I'm not saying I would do anything dangerous or leave anything dangerous or work on it if I saw something dangerous. But if there's nothing, I'm moving forward with this, guys. I know the comments I'm going to get, but anyway. Let's see if we can get this panel right here. I see how it goes. There we go. Can I have your tester, buddy?
Yeah.
The
We?
Yeah, the old one. I like this, guys, because I don't have to look at it. You know, just it vibrates and lets me know. We'll get that rounded off over here somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna. I know which one it is. I can tell here. This one's dead, but I am gonna check them all. Of course, these are Zencos, I think. And there we go. That one was bad, of course. You guys can see it's bad right here. But I like to go down and see if there's anything else acting up. Now, it could be that it's not resetting because the breaker is bad, which most likely will be the case, or there could be something in there tripping it. So let's just go ahead and see how it feels. I'll bring it over. You know, I should mark it because I know I'm going to lose it if it does. If it sets.
Count them down.
Let's
from
see,
the red.
One, I'll go here. One. Okay, from the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's number 6. Okay. Now it's on. Watch. So just. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's on. So.
Yeah, it's Zenko.
Yeah, so it's probably going to trip again on them. But that tells me there's nothing wrong on the inside. Okay, guys. One of the wires was... I started talking to the tenant here. I'm sorry I missed some of the video. Vinny had one wire that was loose, and it was like all fried on the tip of the wire when he pulled it out. So we think because the screw is loose, it might have caused some arcing and cause the breaker to trip. So we're gonna he cleaned up the one wire and put it back in, and we're going to turn the breaker back on and see if it holds. And if it holds, good news, because we're looking at these things and they are brittle, man. I mean, we just kind of felt it, and it's like freaking frozen in there. And we know that if we're gonna take this out, we're probably gonna have to dissect it out, shut the main off, and dissect it out, break it apart, and get it out. So I'm gonna just go ahead and set those, and hopefully everything will be all right for now. Well, we'll see what happens. We're gonna put it back together and see if we get a call back. If we do, we're gonna break that thing out of there if it won't come out, because it's right, the water is literally right there, and the salt air is just, I mean, look what the salt's doing to it. You know, you can see it right here. So basically, let me get a picture here, guys. All right, guys, we're gonna put the panel back together and leave her at that, and if it trips again, then we'll come back out with a new Zenko. I have one on the truck, guys, but I'm afraid when I go to pull this thing out, it might, you know, I'm probably gonna have to be prepared to do more than one. I'm speaking through experience. You know, that's how it goes sometimes with these Zenkos, especially if they're near the water, the salt water. Okay, hopefully all it was just a trip breaker because that wire was loose and it was arcing, and damn, we don't even have a tip, do we? You threw the tip in there, didn't you? Anyway, he cut it, cleaned it, put it back in. We'll see what happens. Oh, really? Yeah. I'll check it out for you. It could be a GFCI. Yeah, let's go check it first. It's probably her GFCI. Everything's on. It's probably her GFCI. Let's go check. Okay, so this is working now. You reset the GFCI.
Yeah, and then
Perfect.
check this plug, 'cause this
Go
one
ahead
was
and check
working before
those.
it did.
Yeah, should be all on. Yeah, working good.
Yep, all right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
We'll
very
go
much.
button up the panel.
Okay, appreciate it.
Uh huh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye now. Okay, let's button up the panel here. I'll button it up.
You'll button it up? Alright. Hold on. We need to get this ready. Wait. You look like unprofessional with this hoodie like that.
Really?
There you go.
If I remember right, the prongs on this thing are not where they're supposed to be. Yeah, something like that.
These are bumping.
Yeah, they're right now. See?
There you go.
With the refrigerator then?
Yeah, what's going on with it?
No, because I have it on extension cord. So I got to pull the extension cord out and.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
help you, sure.
Okay.
No worries. That one's in.
The bar on top. Pull
Yeah.
it towards you. There you
It's
go.
all stiff. It's all rusted now. There we go. Right there. Okay, guys, we're gonna go in there. She's asked us to go in there and remove the extension cord off the refrigerator and get her all back into place. So we're gonna go do our duty. We're gonna go in there and put Vinny to work.
I'm not a mover.
Huh? You're not a mover? No. Well, it's okay.
Just kidding. I am what I gotta be.
That's right. You are what you need to be at the time. So we're gonna go in there, guys, and pull our extension cord behind the fridge and move it on over wherever it needs to be. All right. We're gonna go to
Oh, cheapo.
Home Cheapo and get what we need for tomorrow after that estimate we did on Saturday for the dryer vent. So we're gonna go there and get that, and we'll see you there at Home Depot. Okay, guys. Sometimes I would mostly opt to, because I'm there, change the breaker, but because that's like an $80-something breaker, at least in my neck of the woods, and it's a management company, especially one that likes to, that's very frugal. I'll use the word frugal. It's the Deck Aquarius is where I want.
Yeah.
I decided, since we saw that burnt mark on the wire and it was loose in there, we decided to wait and see if the breaker is good. It was just that wire jiggling around. But I can tell you now, if I have to come back and change that breaker, it's going to be a good video, because I tugged on it just a little bit to see if I could get that to pop out, because yeah, they're frugal, but I have the breaker, and I can make more money by just doing the breaker rather than a minimum service call. And I tugged on it, and I can tell you now, I even gave it a little bit of a pry just to see, and that thing is rusted in and frozen. So the way we do those is we dissect them out of there. We first make sure we have the breaker on the truck, because it's a double breaker. So when we knock out, we're going to not only knock out the section that they're having problems with, but we're going to knock out another section of the house that they're not having problems with. So now they got double trouble. So we want to make sure we actually have, I do, but we'll make sure. But what we do then is we go ahead and they got to be ready to shut off. Like, for instance, the husband's upstairs working on his, working on his meeting, and her daughter was in another room doing conference calls because she said, please, you're not going to shut the whole house off, are you? And I said, well, I might have to. She goes, well, please let me know because my husband's doing this and my daughter's doing that. And I said, okay, no problem. So I would, number one, have to give them notice so they are running on backup batteries or whatever they do for office work, to make it work for them. And then so what would happen is we'd shut the main off, and then we would try our damnedest to pop those 2 breakers out with like one of those little mini Stanley crowbars, real light. And if they don't want to pop out, and holding the upper and the one on the bottom of it in place. One of us would be holding that in place, the other one would be working on that other one. And if it doesn't happen, then what we do is we start breaking the breaker up into pieces until we can get right to those 2 forks that go onto the bus bars. And once we break got all that plastic out of the way, just put screwdrivers and twisting it and break it all up. Then we gut that hole, and then of course we'll take some sandpaper and some clean the bus bar off, and then we'll put our new breaker in. But it takes a little while to do that, and I have to turn the whole house off, which they weren't ready to do. So normally I can change a breaker without shutting the main off, like we were thinking about doing. But when she told me that I couldn't shut the main off, well, if something goes wrong, which I could tell it probably was because it's all rusted up, as far as it just popping out like it normally would. So with that being said, if the breaker trips, that'll be a good video because we're most likely going to have to tear that breaker apart right into the hole that it sits without disturbing the other 2. And of course, we'll have extra breakers on just in case we do break a breaker. That's the risk that we take, and that's the risk that they'll have to take because they will pay me for that breaker if I have to put 2 in. It just goes along with the repair sometimes, but we'll do our best not to damage the upper or the lower breaker. But we'll see what happens. If I get a service call back out, I'll come with 3 breakers, 1 in the middle, 1 on the top, whatever it takes. I'm going to come with, ready to go, and they'll have their notice that the whole house will probably be off. Sometimes they even pull the meter if I don't trust. If the main breaker isn't working good, and I don't want to have to get into buying another main breaker that can be up to $200, $250, then I just pull the meter off and do it that way. Anyway, with all that being said, we're going to go to Home Depot and get Jamarla's materials. Talk to you over there. Okay, guys, we got to get some dryer stuff. We're going to run about 15 or 16 feet. I can't remember. This is for that Saturday estimate. And we need 4-inch. So everything we're going to use is 4-inch. Let's see if this thing will move. All right, there we go, guys. Out of our way. Okay, just in case, Vinny, throw a couple of these on. We need to pick what we like to run through the stucco. We're gonna have to go through the stucco wall, guys. So I bring a variety because I never know what's gonna fit the best. Like I might want this, so that's got the flappers. I may want this guy right here. Let me see. Let me see. Get some tape. Hey, John, how are you, buddy?
Vince, how you doing?
All right, thank you. Doing good today?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Let's see, where's the tape or something?
Yeah, we have a big roll of that, right? See, guys, we just returned that. We buy it by the big old roll, but to pay our material back to us, we buy a small one and put it here, and then we just return it to get our money back. And we don't return it at this store. This is our favorite store. We do our returns at the other store, the Magnolia. Okay, so we have one of these. We're going to need at least 2 90s, but let's get 3. So let's get over here some 4-inch 90s. Um, can we get them already with 9, or are they out of them? I mean, I'll adjust them if I have to, but let's see here.
Yeah, we just adjusted.
Yeah. Let's see what else they have here, guys. Oh, we're gonna need some yeah, those are for B vent though. Don't they have any just for? I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I want to make sure it's looks good on the job. You know how Brandon is. It's got to be to the T with Brandon. So no shortcutting. We don't shortcut anyway. You guys should know that by now. We might need a collar for where. No, we won't. We won't need a collar.
Like this? Connectors?
Yeah, get just in case. Get a couple. That way we have everything. So we got both. Let's see here. Yeah. I can't just call. Strapping now. You know, I don't care if it's a little sloppy. I'd rather have the one, because we're gonna go against the studs, the 2x4s. So which one of these will work? You want to get a 4-inch ducking over here and put one together? Where are they, man? Oh, right here. Here we go. That's B-vent though. Where's all their cheap ass ducking?
Oh,
Where?
2-foot sections.
Oh, I like this too. Let's take one of these too. With the Vinny. Let's take one of these with the screen in it too. Yeah, but I need the long ones. Where in the hell's the long ones? I'm gonna have to call John over here. Oh, over here, Vinny. Got it. What do we got here? 4-inch, Vinny? We're gonna need at least how many feet is that shit? Well, they don't have much, do they? What's that down there?
Here's 4-inch.
Okay. Get at least 4 of them. That way we have 15 or a little over 16 feet. I'm not sure. I just don't want to run short. So how many you got in there?
2 or 3.
How many feet are they?
5.
Oh, okay. Just leave them like we'll take them all.
3.
3, so that's 15
Yeah.
feet. Maybe grab one more just for mistakes or. And then if you could find one that's,
This is all bent up.
yeah, find one together so we can find some strapping for it. So, how many's in that?
Quite a bit.
Maybe we just take that, see how many's in there. Then we just bring back the rest.
This one's like quite a bit. Look,
Oh, okay. How many?
a lot of it.
Okay, then just take what you need. You want my knife?
No, it's dangerous.
That's right. Okay, so I would like to put one together, or kind of know what, that way we can get some strapping for it, for the studs. Vinny's getting some more of that ducking over there, and I'm trying to, oh, here we go. This is 3-inch, so sometimes we can use a 3. There's no way this will work.
That's for B-vent, but I can go to the shop.
The small end down. That might, we just put some longer bolts on it. We'll see. Anything that will fit. These are kind of small. Oh, here we go. Here's 4-inch. It's for B-vent. Might be a little sloppy.
There's two.
Okay, we'll check. This is 3-inch B vent and this is 4-inch B vent. Let's see which one works good. We're gonna see whether the, with B vent, guys, this diameter is slightly different. So with B vent, if we're using the B vents strapping, it's gonna be a little sloppy. But we always find a way to do something with it. Let's see what the 4-inch does. That's good enough, just to say. Squeeze it together. That's how sloppy it's going to be. Let me get the 3-inch. You got this?
Yeah.
I'm going to get the 3-inch. Try the 3-inch. Oh, there you go. That'll work. Just put some, let's use 3-inch and let's get some bolts for it. We'll get some long bolts for it. About
my knuckle.
Okay, all the way to your knuckle. Yeah. So we're going to go with the 3-inch B vent and we're going to buy some bolts for it. Some nuts and bolts for it. So let's hope they got a lot of them, Vinny. Here we go. I can't remember if the wall is let's say 8 feet long, divided by 16 inches is how many studs?
8 feet long, 16.
8 foot times 12, and then divide by 16.
8 foot times 12.
Yeah, because they're 12.
Or 8.
I'm sorry, 12 foot. Yeah, if you got 8 foot,
12,
yeah, 8 foot long times 12
divided by 16.
divided by 6.
6 studs.
Okay, let's get at least 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get at least 10 of them. They're all right here in a box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I don't know how many feet I got off that other wall. So let's just take these right here, count them. And I think some of the nuts and bolts for them, if you're going to have to return them, you want to make sure you return them with nuts and bolts. So we're not going to use the same nuts and bolts, so we should have a lot of extra. You know what I mean? So here's some nuts and bolts in here too. I was thinking, well, 8 for the one wall, and then 9, 10 for the other wall, maybe 11. Let's see what you got.
That's 1.
I mean, we could always skip every other stud if we wanted to. I don't know what the code is for it, but I think it's every 4 foot or something. Okay, so what we're going to have to do, guys, because this is B vent and we're using 4-inch, but this is B vent, we're going to have to get some bolts, nuts and bolts, because it's going to be about this wide open. So we got to fill that, get some nuts and bolts for it just to make it work. So once we...
Eight. 9.
and 10. That'll be good enough. Yeah, because we could do every 32 inches. You know what I mean? I always overkill. So we're good with that. Okay, so I think we got everything we need for this part of the deal. Down low. So let's see, we got our ducking. There's no reason for any B vent. We're not going through the wall, and it's just a dryer. Huh? Yeah, that'll work. We'll need some caulking for the, we'll need a tube of caulking for when we drill the stucco hole. What else? I think that's about it. You got tape already? And you got a couple of these? Okay, why don't we go get our nuts and bolts? That way, you don't even need washers. You know, you could just, yeah. You know what I mean? Alright guys, we're going to get over to the other department and get some nuts and bolts and whatever else we may need. All right. I think that's it. There's John, busy guy.
Hey, I mean 0.
On that one.
Huh? Over here. All right, guys, we're gonna try to find the nuts and bolts. What are that? About quarter inch holes or something. Well, we can just copy this guy right here. Copy these, this size right here. Okay, there's bags over here, Vinny. I'm gonna grab you one. Hold on, guys. Unfortunately. Here you go. The Home Depot bag. So what'd you get?
I got 11.
Okay, take a picture of the nut, the
You don't
tag.
need to. They punch in those codes.
Oh, they do?
The A, you have to ask them to do it for you.
Oh,
So this will be.
okay. Take a picture
this
just in
one
case.
Yeah, this one you can't really read.
Yeah, just take a picture of what you're getting. That way, if we have any problems.
AGD.
And then where's the?
AAB. Right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you got everything?
I need to grab more.
Okay, grab more.
One.
Okay, we're gonna go to the paint department and get a tube of caulking. Well, guys, I missed that. This is a freebie right here. Somebody returned it, and it's not their store product. And John said it's just going in the trash can, so he gave it to us. It's a non-Home Depot item. Okay, I was just gonna use caulking for kitchen and bath as usually. If it's exterior, Vinny, I just use the same old kitchen and bath shit that I always use because it's weatherproof. And it's going underneath the flap. So that one right there in a clear would be good. Right there.
Okay.
And I guess that's everything. I think that's everything. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna go to the register and check out. Okay, Vinny's knocking out the cart here. Yeah, they gave this to us for free. They don't they don't sell this one. Somehow it got returned somehow. So it's just gonna go in the trash can. And I put it in my YouTube channel.
Put down the Facebook.
Yeah, I'll put it on the most wanted.
You
I'll
already
put out of store guy. Cashier Sean said we got to put Vinny's face up on the wanted poster over there. So, yeah, and that's our store manager right here. He's a real good guy. Always keeping in contact with me, asking if I'm doing good and got everything I need. That's Sean right there kicking ass on the register for us. It's much easier, guys, if you just take a picture of some of the smaller items and then they can just ring it up like that. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, and last thing.
One more.
Customer needs assistance in self-checkout.
It's probably gonna bounce.
Yeah, right. Sure. Never had that happen.
Please return your card.
Sign that thing. Bye, Sean. Let's go.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
I can fold that thing. Get the card. Come on. Yeah.
This house looks late.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this loaded up, and there's one more job I'm supposed to go to if the guy answers the phone. It's a sticky door or something, almost like what we had at the first job, you know. So anyway, we'll see what we do next here. Okay guys, we're headed to our third service call. It's at a house. Like I told you, I don't usually do homes, but this guy got me out of one of the magazines. That means he has property, income property. So we're gonna go there and fix the bottom of his garage door. And I told him my minimum is $125. And he said, okay, bring it on. So I just reached out to him to see if he was still available for today because we are running late. I did send him a text message saying we were late, but he didn't reply. So I finally, now that I'm able to catch up to him, I sent him one more message saying, if we're still on, let me know immediately. Otherwise, I've got to go somewhere else. And he did. He texted me, said, come on over. So that's where we're headed. It's in Huntington Beach. It's not too far. I'll see if I can get a little video when we get there. Here, we're going to make a U-turn. And call it done. Gotta watch those limbs. Okay, guys, we've got a door that's rubbing on the bottom. And it has a fiberglass shell, and they got safety hinges right here. We've decided instead of trying to fight with those, we're just going to take the screws out, starting at the bottom and go up.
Why did you not empty the trash? You couldn't get the door closed, so she had to run
Open the gate.
and come through and push it from the outside.
Okay, I'm going to keep
I
that
scraped my
stable.
neck.
Trying to get through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think you want about 3/8 of an inch off? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, just
You-
in case. Well, that's, I was looking at the depth of that rubber seal.
No, you don't need to.
That looks like about a ½ inch. You know, where we'd still keep that integrity on there and just get it off. What do you think, a 1/4 inch?
Yeah, I was thinking we'll start off because we can start off with it a little bit. Okay, so just that one. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down, guys, to help Vinny get this off its hinge. Okay, guys, we're going to just make sure his cut is straight here. That way, if it's cut at a bias, I'll know by taking a measurement. This is like 79 1/8. If this is 79 1/8, then it makes it, means we got a nice straight cut. Yeah, 79 1/8. So I know this is a nice straight cut, so the next cut we make is going to be the same. Okay, so now we got to decide what we're going to do. I think I'll take a measurement right here, Benny, of the bottom hinge. And probably off of this guy here. And see if I can see how they cut it right at 7 1/8. So I say we start, this is 7 3/16. They cut at 7 1/8. Why don't we cut at 7, Vinny? Let's start off real small. That way, because it's just rubbing. Let's take off the from the bottom hinge. It's 7 1/8. Yeah, let's just take off maybe at the most 3/16. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go get a tape measure. I mean a pencil, and we're gonna start off really small. That way he doesn't end up with so big sloppy ass gap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, okay, guys, we're gonna go get some a pencil and a ruler. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, when you're measuring, you don't want your tape measure like this or this. You want to make sure that the gap that you have, or bring it over right onto it like that, is good. We're at 79 1/8. I think I'm gonna go 3/16 right here. If I do an 1/8, I think I'm gonna do 3/16. Right on 79, right here. Over here. Right there. So now let's do that right there. And I like to eyeball the gap as well. Thinking that might be pretty good. The door is green, it's hard to see. I think we'll take that off right there. See what we get. Okay, let's go get a skill saw and we'll take that off. Touch up paint, I don't need to do any special prep here. Okay. Yeah, I'll worry about that after.
Dusty, just like your phone screen.
Like what? Just like what?
Your phone screen was all dusty.
Oh, blow it off.
I did.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna get this up and see if she fits.
She said.
Okay, guys, I think we got it. And then he's putting the hinge screws back on, so that means it fits. I had to get rid of some of this fiberglass all over me. Fits good, and there's no slop. Look at that, nice and tight. Always start off small, guys, even if it means you have to take the door on and off, on and off. I'd rather do that than give him some sloppy ass job. Hey guys, this guy was really nice, this old man. We went back to give him a couple of our pins. We have gel pins. They're actually made of gel with our name on it, and he really treated this guy. He didn't try to beat us down for our minimum. Our minimum is 125, so we cut a fucking door. It took about 35 minutes at the most. He paid us our minimum, didn't squawk about it. So Vinny's just gonna give him a couple pins and we're gonna be out of here. Alright guys, we're out of here. Like I said, we dropped off a few pins for him, and we're headed to a vacancy that we have. It's the vacancy where Vinny did all those lights. We're gonna go look at that, and we're gonna make our list to see what else needs to be done there, because that's the vacancy that we have to have done before the first. Okay guys, we're back here. This is Vinny did the lights, and we did the patio handle there. We got this to do. This main. That'll be coming up soon. I don't do shit like that until I got all my vacancies up to date, and you know, all the little shit's done that, you know, where people have to move in. I save that shit for later. Okay. We're gonna come here, we're gonna make our list right now. We know we gotta put, the fan is paid for. He's gotta hang the fan that's over here in the dining room because we left it off for the painters. But See, oh, yeah, everything looks good, guys. Let's turn on the light and take a look.
What the fuck did they do?
Nothing.
Yeah. No fucking way. Did they take the box out? Then these
Yeah, they ripped the box out. Yeah, we had a sign there. We put there that it was, you know, fan, electrical. They weren't supposed
There's a
to.
box there.
Yeah, there was a box there and everything. They took apart. Everything's looking good. You know what I mean? Everything looks good though, guys. Anyway, everything looks good. His lights look good. All his dimmers look good. You know. Okay. They took the fucking box away right here. Can't believe it. Oh well. We'll see what the manager has to say about that. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to deal with that. They ripped out my fucking box right here with the wires hanging and everything. How are they supposed to cap wires? They don't know how to cap wires. How, you know, what did they do? I bet you it's there. I bet you the box is there, and I bet you the wires are there. Who in the hell would do that? I bet you that they just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know the fan goes there. The fan was in the room, needing to go back up wherever it was. We had it in here somewhere. They knew the fan goes back up there, and they just, fuck. All right, guys, I'm gonna call the manager and let them know that their fucking painter's fucked up again. We'll get back to this video. There's not much to do here, guys. Look, just the dishwasher. Oh, and they got red tagged on the heater. Let's see what, I think I know what happened here. Let's see, this is in good shape here. So, there's the heater. Where's the heater at, Vinny? Over here?
Right here.
Okay, I think what they were complaining about, they red tagged it because the cracks, probably, oh, maybe, fuck if I know.
Look up. Look out.
Oh, the vent. Yeah, it's probably that. That should.
There's two of them on each side. One
Yeah, they those should be capped off. Not necessarily have to be, but that could, maybe they figure that's a source of I don't know where in the hell it's going to either. But maybe that's it. Where's the red tag? Can you read it? Right there? It's right here.
Do not use the.
Yeah, I know that, but turn it around.
That's not it.
Where in the fuck is the rest of it? There's another one here. This son of a bitch has been red tagged how many times? I want to see if I can find the red tag for this, guys, and figure out what's going on. Oh, he's got it. What's it say?
Service date. Gaps in closet around furnace base may allow products of combustion to mix with circuit.
Okay, so cracks around the base. That's what I thought it was. Just say that, Benny, so I can show them. I think they're talking about, I don't see, these fucking guys are like, I don't see no. No, I think they're talking more about like right here. See those little gaps around there? You know, we'll just cock it. You know, right over there. See back there? You know, we'll just get some shit with a cocking gun, just smear it in as far as we can reach it, and just go around it, and that's it. And we'll do some with those. You know what I mean? We'll stuff them, put some tape around them. You know what I mean? We'll do something to get it done. All right, guys. I think that's about it. The rest of the place looks good. And look at there. The panel's looking good. Well, guys, I think that's it. We're just going to let the management know what happened. The fucking painters just plugged up that hole in the center. And the wires are probably in the drywall. All right, guys, talk to you in a bit. Okay, guys, that's it. We're done today. Management got a hold of the painter and talked to the lady, and she said she had no idea why they covered up that hole with the wires hanging out and everything. So anyway, he's coming back tonight around 5 or 6 to undo it, and that way they don't have to pay us to do it. So with that being said, that's about it. Tomorrow we're going to be at that job for the dryer vent, that estimate that we did on Saturday. So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'll try to edit this video and put it up and see what happens from there. All right, guys, talk to you later.